slight tweaks or adjustments have you all made for Dalton Connect and how he can fit in with you all offensively?
Well, I don't know if we've made a lot of them. We add something every year, and we often go back and pull out things that we've had that we didn't use for a year that we know that will work, things that situations we want to get him into, but as much as possible when he gets daylight, we want him to shoot the ball. We want him to be aggressive, but he's a player too that we keep telling him he needs to get to the free throw line. He needs to put more pressure on the defense and try to put fouls on key guys on the other team, and we'd love to see him rebound more, which he will, because he's such a hard worker and he wants to be good. All this is new to him, but he's working to try to certainly fit in with the speed that we want to play with. That's probably the biggest thing that he's had to deal with is the pace that we play with compared to what he's done in the past.
What's it say that he's working on that and still as productive as he has been?
Well, I mean, he's got some natural ability, obviously, and I think it says a lot for him that he wants to be part of a winning program, a winning team, and as much as he fits in so well with our guys because we've got a group of guys that are very unselfish, but they want to win at the highest level, and he wants to make sure that he's a person that people aren't trying to take advantage of and put more pressure on his teammates defensively, and I think his teammates realize that he can help them by getting them some really great looks at the basket because of the attention he's going to get from people on the offensive end.
Coach, Wisconsin brings just about everybody back. What kind of a challenge is that?
It's hard. I mean, it is hard early in the year when you look at a team that's got 90% of its production coming back, and they did well through the recruiting. Great fan base, great arena to play in, and but early in the year when I was watching them before I came out to be with you guys, they're probably closer to mid-season form. Like us, you'd expect them to be a little bit ahead, and they did play with a faster pace the other night, and I think one of the coaches told me that they said they wanted to play faster, and they did do that. A really good team at passing the ball, a team that really runs good actions. They read well, they read defenses really well. If you try to push them one way, they do a great job of back cutting. I think they make great penetrating passes, and if you get spread out too much, again, they do a really good job of back cutting you and doing those type things to get those easy baskets. They got a post guy they'll play through, and got guys that can drive it. They're doing a lot of things. Early in the year, they're going to throw a lot of stuff at us, and that we're going to have to be ready for.
You mentioned the faster pace, a lot more possessions in that game. How different is that from the way Greg Gard's teams typically play, or was that just kind of the nature of how that game was going?
Well, Greg's a terrific coach, and I think he's like most coaches, been around the game a long time. When you get different personnel, you adjust to it, and you realize what guys can do well, and you look at your team, and I do think that's one thing where guys have been around the game a long time will take a guy and figure out a way to get him involved quickly and early, and I think he's done that.
After evaluating just kind of everything from Monday night, how did you assess how Kai Ziegler did in his few minutes on the court?
Again, great. I mean, it was hard on him because he wants to play so much, and our medical staff was telling me when to let him play, when to take him out, and all that, and that it frustrated him. But the fact that first time he's been out there, and you can imagine the emotion that he feels because of who he is and how he goes about everything. But 5 assists and no turnovers, I told him, I said, that's a great way to start. And making shots, he's going to make shots. I'm not concerned about that with him, but you could tell he was frustrated because he wants to play. And but we're going to still, again, do what we need to do to give him a chance to have the best year he can have. And again, I think his minutes will continue to go up, but we'll still watch it.
How nice was seeing the way Josiah shot the ball the other night to open the season?
I thought it was really good early. Again, I thought that Dalton and Santi both turned down some shots early. Josiah was taking some shots, the shots we want him to take, and when he gets his feet set, we want him to shoot it. I thought when Jordan came in the game too, got aggressive, I thought that helped everybody. But early in the game, Josiah was the one guy that I felt was ready to, locked and loaded when he had to look at it, and when he shoots it like that, it makes us obviously more difficult to guard.
What did Jonas do defensively that was so effective in that game? And do you think he's more consistent this year?
Back during the summer, one of our coaches sent me a thing where starting in like 2008 or 9, they put together based on analytics. How they got them, I don't know, but they listed the best defensive players from an efficiency standpoint since 2000 is 8 or 9 or 10 up till today. And believe it or not, Jemiah Mashack was number 4. Zakai Ziegler was 27 and Jonas was 43. And those other guys, you can obviously see them because they're out on the court playing. But Jonas's length and the things he does affects people. And he does change a lot around the rim, and he has, I think, gotten more mobile. Where even his ball screen defense, when he wants to, because he can certainly do it, get out there, he affects a lot. But the fact is, it allows us to get more aggressive on the perimeter, knowing that when people drive the ball, he's there to make some fix-it plays. And our other post guys, we think will be able to do that too. And we've got obviously some. Josiah, Santi, those guys fix a lot of things that break down, but I think people probably underestimate what Jonas does to affect the game, shots around the basket.
What made you want to bring Kalen Macon to this program, and how has he contributed so far?
Who'd you say?
Kalen?
Kalen. Well, again, we take great pride in our walk-on program. We really do, and I think they're down there doing that right there. I mean, our scout team have always been really important to us. And the fact that he had played at a Division I level and been around it, but we don't treat our walk-ons any different. They've got to do exactly what our scholarship players do, and that means everything, from the academic side to everything. They got to do it, and it's also important that those guys fit in well with their guys, and our guys enjoy being with them, and they enjoy being with their guys, and so it's been a good fit for all of us.
A couple more for Coach.
After the game, you said, we'll see how Zakai recovers from playing 13 minutes. How do you feel?
He was good. I asked him yesterday. We were over yesterday. Yesterday was our day off, and I asked him. He said, "I feel great." And so that was. I asked him anything out of the ordinary, swelling. He said, "Nope." He said, "I feel good." So it's just a matter. Again, I think it's the strength that he's got to continue to get, where he's balanced on both legs all the time. But he's close. He's real close to where he feels like it. And I think everyone feels like he's 100%.
Coach, you said after the game the other night you didn't know what your rotation was going to be yet. So is this going to be a month for experimentation?
Yeah, Rob, I don't. I just did an interview with the TV guys, and he asked me that same question, and I don't know. The other night we played, and obviously it's one of those games where you get more guys in the game that will probably play Friday night, and but the good thing is I think that they get out there, they get a little feel for it, and who knows? I tell them all the time, we need them all. We're going to need them all, and from game to game. And I think whatever personality the game takes on, we've got to be ready for it. But I really don't know yet, and I think this month will get us heading in that direction. But it's a good situation to be in, and we obviously want to win basketball games, and that's our number one agenda. And right now, whatever it takes to do that, we're going to have to play those guys.
Block charge rule changes, does that put more value on a shot blocking big man like Jonas?
Well, yeah, I think it puts value on all of them. The thing, again, when you talk about rule changes, you got to adjust to it, and we're trying to get all of our guys. We always want some type of confrontation at the rim, whether it's with a post player or our help side defender coming, and I don't want to see guys really set up to take charges, because I think it's going to be tough night in and night for officials, because I think the majority of them are going to call blocks 9 out of 10 times, and which honestly probably 9 out of 10 times with the rules today it is a block. But yeah, with a guy like Jonas and Tobey and JP, those guys, Cade, and our guards, Josiah, we've really tried to teach them to go vertical. We don't want to foul. We don't want to bail guys out. The other night, actually, we had a couple really good vertical plays, but guys reached in and fouled, as opposed to, I think if they had let it go, I think it would have been difficult shots for guys to finish.
Anything else? All right, thanks, Coach.
All right, thank you guys. Thanks.